Hey folks, It here from Brain Pulp TV, and it is the release week of Kaladesh, the newest expansion from Magic the Gathering. We got the playmat out. Give me only one thing. We're going to be opening something up, and today we're going to be opening up a bundle pack of Kaladesh. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know, but in case you don't, the bundle packs are essentially the repackaging of what used to be called fat packs. I don't know what all the differences are. I do know that this comes with 10 booster packs instead of 9, so that's a nice little bonus, but I'm not sure if there's anything different from what's inside the package compared to a fat pack of old. Well, not really of old, of a couple months ago. Now, if you watched some of my previous fat pack openings, you know that I mentioned every single time that fat packs are one of my favorite products that Wizards comes out with when it comes to new expansions. So I'm hoping the bundle pack basically carries that mantle. Now, I feel that bundle packs are a good sort of middle-of-the-road product if you don't want to invest in an entire booster box, but at the same time, you want some of the experience of opening up packs, which can be kind of fun, as opposed to buying singles. Let's face it, if you want to just get the cards you want, buying singles is the most economical way of going about it. However, everyone likes to play the lottery a little bit, I think anyways, when it comes to Magic. So for me, I like opening up booster packs. I also like some of the extra stuff that you get with the old fat packs. Let's see if you get the same things with a bundle pack. Okay, so I have my trusty knife here, and we're just going to slice this open gently. Gently now. Oh, you can hear it rattling around. I know what that is. That's the spin down counter, the spin down die. So we'll take this through this. Oh, this comes out a little bit differently. Oh, so this is... Okay, so the box that comes inside is a little bit different already, I can tell. This just is... Oh, so this... Oh, this is nice. This is like a little just sort of storage box that you can use for dice or even some tokens, cards, whatever. So you could probably even possibly fit a deck box in here. I'm not sure. I will double check on that. It's got the Planeswalker symbol on here, so that's kind of cool. And yep, here we go. This is one of the things I really like from fat packs as well, too. I know in the days of the internet, the day of the internet here, you can look up a bunch of stuff online, but I like having this physical little play guide that shows you some of the cards, some of the history and the lore of the places and people in Kaladesh, and as well as a complete list of all the cards that come in the set. And it's hole punch, so you can put it in a binder, because for me, I actually store a lot of my cards in binders, so this is very convenient for me. So we'll set that aside for now. And then with the sleeves for the fat packs, let's see if I can open the sucker up without tearing it. Oh, and the sticky stuff is... There we go. Get rid of some of that sticky stuff. This folds out into a nice little bit of artwork here. Hopefully it focuses okay. So yeah, that's the outside packaging of the bundle pack. And I apologize in advance if I let slip and call it a fat pack from here on out, but it is a bundle pack. Now, this is slightly different. One, there's a design change to it. There's a nice little slight cut to the angle here. The box is still the sturdy cardboard. It's not the type of cardboard they have for certain other products that they come out with. I'm just going to take this out. Now, it looks like they've completely done away with those little tiny deck boxes that they had, which I didn't think were very useful to begin with because they did not hold sleeved cards. You do have the spin down die here, so I've got a green one for Kaladesh. Always comes with the symbol, the set symbol for the set that you're playing with. If I can get the focus to work. Autofocus, she's focusing on her face there. There we go. So, there you get the spin down die. It's going to turn this around. Oh, she's on the other side too, so it's going to automatically focus on the face, which I don't want, but whatever. You're going to have the 10 booster packs here, which we'll be opening up soon, but still I wanted to go over the other stuff that's in here. We have the little quick reference guide, which I find very useful when I was starting to play Magic again after being away for many, many years. And the brick of land that comes with all the previous fat packs, and it's still continuing on with the booster packs. So, again, it's trying to focus on her face. I'm going to have to remove that. And it has a mini box inside the box. So I actually kind of like this change in design because this makes this a lot more functional, I think, for what you would normally use it for. Like, you could use this part for the dice and then put a couple deck boxes here or something like that. So I do think doing away with the small little deck boxes, which I thought were useless to begin with, is not something I'm sad to see go. So I'm glad they went with sort of this this route here because I'd get more use out of something like this than I ever will out of one of those little, or two of those little deck boxes that don't hold sleeved cards, which is what's super important to me anyways when it comes to deck boxes. Okay, let's set all this stuff aside for now. Let's get to the packs and see what's inside. Now, whenever I crack open booster packs, I always keep track of some other things, just for something else to do. I always keep track of the mythics, so I'm going to be continuing on with that, of course, with this opening. I will keep track of the foils in this one, and in the previous smaller openings for Kaladesh, I've been keeping track of the servo tokens, but there are so many servo tokens that now that I'm going to start opening up more and more packs, I don't think it's the best thing to keep track of. So instead, I'm going to keep track of an uncommon that I would like a playset of, Cloud Blazer. So hopefully between the Fat Pack and the booster box opening that I will be doing a little later on, I will get a full playset of Cloud Blazer. Anyway, now that we've determined what we're looking for, let's start cracking these open and see what's inside. Just going to go through the uncommons and the rares here. So if I see something, oh, and right off the bat, we start off with a Cloud Blazer. So this is already going a lot better than it usually does when I try to keep track of an uncommon I want to play set of. So I will set that aside. We've got Trusty Companion, World Maker, and I don't think I've opened this up in any of the packs that I've opened up previously, so this is a new experience for me. And our rare is Territorial Gorger. It is a 4-drop 2/2 gremlin with trample. Whenever you get 1 or more energy, Territorial Gorger gets +2/+2 until the end of turn. A mountain and a servo token. That's why I'm not going to be keeping track of the servo tokens, because I'm pretty sure we're going to get a ton of servo tokens by the time this is done. So next pack. Venter's Goggles. So I may stop with occasionally with a common, because I am kind of interested in some of the commons here. So we have a Demolition Stomper as our first uncommon, Gear Shift Ace, Spark of Creativity, and our rare is Animation Module. For 1, you get an artifact. Whenever 1 or more +1/+1 counters are placed on a permanent you control, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Pay 3, tap, choose a counter on target permanent or player. Give that permanent or player another counter of that kind. Mountain and servo token yet again. I've really liked, I didn't think I would. I ended up liking Shadows of Innistrad and Eldritch Moon a lot more than I thought I would. I really like the sort of like the dark gothic feel. I was talking to Travis from Brain Pulp as well, and I find Kaladesh to be refreshing because it's a much brighter set, and I'm sure there's going to be conflict, obviously, but we had Zendikar block, which had a very, very, intense and sort of like sad and destructive storyline, followed by the Shadows of Innistrad block, which had the same sort of storyline with horror on top of it. So this seems to be, even though it's, like I said, it's going to be conflict, it seems to be a nice lighter set, at least visually. So I'm kind of excited about Kaladesh, and I didn't think I would be. Anyways, enough yakking. We have Essence Extraction, Creeping Mold, Glimmer of Genius, and our rare is Toolcraft Exemplar, which is a 1-drop, 1 white, gets you a 1/1 Dwarf Artificer at the beginning of combat on your turn. If you control an artifact, Toolcraft Exemplar gets +2/+1 until the end of turn. If you control 3 or more artifacts, it also gains first strike until the end of turn. Forest and servo token. I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out probably by the time I go through the booster box on top of this. Servo tokens and Thopter tokens, I think, are the only tokens they have in this set. I could be completely off. I mean, they must have the emblems as well, too. But as far as the straight-up tokens, I think servos and the only ones I've seen anyways, so I could be surprised here. Imperial Voyager, I think that's pronunciation. Janjit Sentry, Servant of the Conduit, and Confiscation Coup. It is a 5-drop sorcery, 3 and 2 blue, gets you choose artifact or creature. you get 4 energy. Then you may pay an amount of energy equal to that permanent's converted mana cost. If you do, gain control of it. And a mountain, and another servo token. So yeah, with the bundle pack, I mentioned it before, but just to reiterate, I am kind of happy with the changes that they made. I mean, an extra booster pack is always nice, but also the change in packaging itself and the change to the boxes and doing away with those old deck boxes and then adding in a couple more functional deck boxes or boxes in general, I think was a good way to go. So, anyways, we have Arborback Stomper, Contraband Kingpin, Quicksmith Genius, and our rare is Ovia Pashiri Sage Lifecrafter. I have no idea if that was the right pronunciation. For 1, gets you a 1/2 human artificer, legendary creature as well too. You pay 2 and 1 green, tap it, create a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Pay 4 and a green, tap it, create XX and XX colorless construct artifact creature token, where X is the number of creatures you control. Worst time talking ever. A swamp, and another servo token, which has actually kind of a very cool design. For whatever reason, I always think this has sort of more of a regal design, like this would be a royal servo, but we've got the Camel of Derp here. What else? Sky Skiff. Okay, our first uncommon is Long-Finned Sky Whale, Ballista Charger, Snare Thopter, which is, for draft anyways, a card I will probably be drafting a lot of, because I think this, for 4, a 3/2 flyer with haste, I think is very, very good, especially it also being an artifact, which is important in this set. And our rare is Wildest Dreams. For XX and green, get you a sorcery. Let me try to get this so that the glare is not there for you guys. Return X target cards from your graveyard to your hand. Exile Wildest Dreams. Island, and a Thopter token. Oops, dropping packs. Hijack, which I don't think I've seen yet, actually. I must have seen it during the previews, but hadn't opened it in a pack yet, I don't think, which is surprising because it's a common, so you think I would have gone through the commons at this point. We have Bombat Bazaar Barge. They purposely make difficult, I think, for people who do openings. Trusty Companion, Whirler Maker, and our rare is Madcap Experiment. For 3 and a red, gets you a sorcery, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal an artifact card, put that card into the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Madcap Experiment deals damage to you equal to the number of cards revealed this way. A Plains, and we have Nissa's Emblem. So Nissa's Emblem says, whenever a land enters the battlefield you control, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. So good, I got her emblem. That's kind of nice. Maybe that means that Nissa's hiding somewhere in these packs. Probably not, but you can dare to dream. If I can get into this pack, there we go. Alrighty, we have Weaponcraft Enthusiast, Gearshift Ace, Spark of Creativity, and our rare is Deadlock Trap, which is an interesting artifact. It's a 3-cost artifact. Deadlock Trap enters the battlefield tapped. When Deadlock Trap enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Tap, pay 1 energy, tap target creature or planeswalker. Its activated abilities can't be activated this turn. I think it's very, very interesting they created an artifact that can tap and essentially lock down planeswalkers. It's definitely within flavor from what I've heard of the set, and it's. Oh, I also noticed this. It's, if you can see this, it says Story Spotlight 3 of 5. I've never seen that before, so that's kind of interesting as well too. So I guess cards that have heavily to do with the story, they have a separate designation. Okay, and then got a Forest. And just a regular tip card. Okay, now our second to last pack. Let's see what we have. We have Blossoming Defense, Engineered Might. Let's try to get the glare off of there for you. Janjeet Sentry. And our rare is, Sahili Ray. Now, thank you very much to, I believe the commenter's name was Jesse, for telling me how to pronounce her last name. It is Sahili Ray, which is a mythic planeswalker. Awesome. This was actually my promo card that I got from my pre-release kit. So, very happy to have a regular version of this card. It is a 3-drop planeswalker. For 1, a blue and a red. Her loyalty is 3. You can +1 her loyalty, and it's scry 1. So Sahili Ray deals 1 damage to each opponent. -2 is create a token that's a copy of target artifact or creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. I feel like I'm going to cough here, so I apologize for that. That token gains haste. Exile it at the beginning of your next end step. 1 sec. Oh, sorry about that. -7 is search your library for up to 3 artifact cards with different names, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. So yes, very nice way. I was going to say this is to end off the bundle pack, but we do still have one more pack. So we got a mythic and it's a planeswalker. That's awesome. We also have a foil. Great. So this is a pretty nice pack for us. It is Wayward Giant. I'll read it off. What the hell? It's a 5-drop for 4 and a red. Gets you a 4/5 giant with Menace. Pretty vanilla, but still a decent card probably for draft a little bit later in the draft. A mountain, and a servo token. Just going to move some of these cards off to the side. And now our last pack. I thought, for whatever reason, I thought that was our last pack, probably because it was going to end with a bang. But so we do end up with a pretty nice card. Planeswalker. Happy with that. To start off the uncommons, we have Chief of the Foundry, which can actually be kind of bonkers in this particular set for draft anyways, in my opinion, which, once again, I'm not an expert with draft. Furious Reprisal. Excuse me. Furious Reprisal. Era of Innovation, and our rare is Electrostatic Pummeler. For 3, you get a 1/1 artifact creature construct. When Electrostatic Pummeler enters the battlefield, you get 3 energy. Pay 3 energy. Electrostatic Pummeler gets XX until the end of turn, where X is its power. Swamp. And we finish off with a servo token. So as a quick recap of what came in the bundle pack, we got the Brick of Land, we got the Spin Down counter, we got the box, which has a slightly different design to it. We also got this box here, which is sort of, I think, replacing those deck boxes, which were essentially useless because they did not hold sleeve cards. You get the Player's Guide as well too, and 10 packs. In those 10 packs, we got 1 foil, one of the Cloud Blazers that we're looking for from the playset that we're hoping to get, a smattering of different rares, and Sahili Ray, the newest planeswalker to hit the scene for Magic the Gathering. So overall, I know it's not a fat pack, but of what once was the fat packs, it's not the worst fat pack I've ever opened. It's not the best. It is definitely the best bundle pack I've ever opened. Well, with it being the first one. But I do like the changes they've made with the bundle pack versus the fat pack. They've done away with a couple things that I didn't think were useful. They put in a couple things that may be not as aesthetically pleasing, but I think functionally are more useful when it comes to a product like this. So yeah, I will definitely be buying bundle packs again in the future. Anyways, that is it for this video. Tomorrow we will be releasing a booster box opening for you guys, so be sure to check that out. In the meantime, if you have any questions, comments, if you'd like to tell me what kind of crazy pulls you got in your Kaladesh packs, please leave that in the comments section below. You can also follow and contact us on Twitter. It is at BrainPulpTV, or you can follow and contact me directly on Twitter at GeekTragedy. And now that all that is said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here. May all your pulls be mythics, and I'll see you all very soon.